This is 2K Sports broadcasting from San Antonio as the Spurs take it to the hardwood here at the AT&T Center. So for the Spurs, their last game, a loss to the Rockets in Houston. And that does your confidence guys no favor. They got manhandled in that one. It wasn't pretty.
Yeah, they just really struggled to put points on the board throughout that game. You could just see they were pressing, just couldn't get anything to go on the offensive side of the ball.
Yeah, and guys, once they got spiraling downward, there seemed to be no way to get out of it. All their offense went to pot.
And it's going to be San Antonio off the tip. Let's check out Chicago's starting lineup. The kid in at point guard. Zeller is out there with Jones. Then there's Jimmy Butler. And it's Hayward in at the 3 slot. Here's Torres. They get it back. Wilcox. Good for the basket. Starting off 1 for 1 with that shot.
They have got to put a body on him, because otherwise, with his agility and athleticism, they're not going to be able to contain him on the offensive glass.
Zeller passes to the kid. Well-placed jumper from the free throw line.
And really smart to draw his man out to the perimeter. He's giving up too much size to be effective inside.
Showed nice basketball IQ. I agree, Greg. I mean, if he finds his spot on the perimeter and doesn't force it, I think his outside shot will be hard to block no matter who's defending.
And it's going to be out of bounds. The Spurs will take it. The Spurs have gone 1 of 3 from the field to start this one so far. Feeds to Wilcox. Out to the right wing. That one wide left. San Antonio on defense. Here's Butler. And that one is hammered home.
Wow, the floor just really opened up for him on that possession.
Yeah, I mean, I'm all for good offense, but that was just a terrible reaction from the defense.
So it's the Spurs now, and he's off on his first shot of the game.
And they're 1 of 5 to start this game. Just really haven't gotten into a flow offensively. Nice work to get it inside and draw the contact.
Exactly. The defense determined not to allow the easy layup right there. They'll settle for making him earn the free throws.
And so Butler nails both of them. About a minute and a half through the first quarter. Shoots it up. He's now 1 for 2 with that bucket. Chicago with the ball. They're getting their first look of the season at San Antonio in this one.
Yeah, really a rare treat for the fans. The only time they'll get to see this matchup all season.
Interconference action here. 2 games in all between these 2 teams. It'll be fun to watch.
The shot's good from the kid.
Yeah, poor job defensively, giving him such a clear look at the basket from 3-point range.
And it's out of bounds to the Spurs as San Antonio retains possession.
Right here, over these last 10 games on the Bulls schedule, Kevin, this is how they stack up. First in shooting percentage. First in lowest turnovers a game. And they're number 1 in opponent scoring. They don't allow teams to get into a rhythm offensively, and thus they're able to hold those points down.
You said it all right there. The hottest shooting team in the league. And that tells you not only are they shooting it well, but they're also focused on creating terrific opportunities for one another.
And it goes out of bounds. That one is off Zeller.
And that's just carelessness there. I mean, you have got to have your head in the game.
San Antonio's gone 0-3 from three-point land. Nothing yet going outside. Here's Norman. And so he earns a trip to the line. Officials saw the contact, and he'll shoot 2. It's going to be on Freak. San Antonio shooting their initial free throws of the game right here.
And really, the form at the line all season has been terrific. 79% as a team.
One of the things they've done, guys, is taken pride in their free throw shooting this season, and rightfully so.
Outstanding pass in transition there for the easy deuce.
Spurs trail by 6. Stripped away. And another fast break chance here for the Bulls. Here we go. Finishes the break with a slam.
Just a good, solid, aggressive finish there on the break.
Not going to get much easier than that, Greg. Simple.
Here's Norman. Hits the front of the rim and out.
You almost have to assume he's going to knock those down when he is that open.
Here's the kid. And again, it's the Bulls from deep.
It seems that every pass they make is leading to a score here. I mean, that's just exquisite ball movement.
And that's because the ball is looking for the best shot, and it's really paid off for them during the run.
Here we go, San Antonio. Please tune up the Spurs dance team.
Let's find out what Doris Burke has for us.
Guys, I got a chance to hear what Jason Kidd was saying to his team. He went over the offensive plan and said that it hinges on running through the kid. Coach wants to get him involved early so he can establish a strong presence at that end of the floor and provide them with a well-balanced offensive attack. It's still very early in this game, so there's plenty of time for those changes to take effect, Kevin.
And thank you, Doris. Here's the kid, coming off a stellar performance against Washington. Outside Butler. To the left side wing. Here's the kid. The shot's good on the assist by Butler. And 12 points for Freak.
It just seems like the more he touches it, the more the lead grows.
Hill with it. Now defended by the kid. Hill passes to Hickman. They need this. And he lays it up and in.
Nice pass. He got the ball right into his teammate's shooting pocket. On time and on target.
George Hill.
Here's the kid. He's got 12. The dish to Butler. To the inside. Here's the kid. Great pass to set up the lay-in. The kid's got 14.
He's a big reason why they have the lead right now. He's made all of his field goal attempts thus far and remains hot from the floor.
The finish. And he caps off the fast break with a monster slam.
It's taken them no time to build this lead up. Great first quarter offensively.
But no time to relax here. They've got to keep the pressure on with the defense, and I think they've got to try to put this one away early.
No doubt they've come into this game with a really aggressive approach, just pounding the ball inside.
It certainly is working. They're finding the open lanes to the hoop and owning this game early.
By himself. Oh, and the jam by Butler.
And that's the classic 1-2 punch right there. I mean, nice steal. And then how about the elevation, Kevin, on the finish?
And, Greg, nothing spurs some quick offense like a great play defensively.
That indicates the importance of great on-the-ball defense, as was displayed right there.
And the highlight reel replay brought to you by Kia. Good stuff on that Kia Slam Cam. So it's Chicago now after the basket by San Antonio. On the wing, Jones. There's the lob to the hoop.
Already seizing control of this game.
Total control, Greg, and as well as they're playing at both ends, I look for this lead to get even larger.
There's 31 seconds left to play here in the first. Hill has the open look. And a big bounce off the rim, but it sinks right in. Hill's got his first basket of the night. Here's the kid. 20 points for him. Pass to Hayward. Some nice ball movement by the Bulls. The kid. Wow, that makes him a perfect 10 for 10. Double-digit perfection.
And I like the job they've done with working the basketball. They've been moving and getting quality shots.
And, Greg, their field goal percentage reflects that. I mean, they've been the much better team shooting the ball. And you know me, shooting percentage, always a function of shot selection.
So as we end the first quarter, already a double-digit ball game. Bulls lead by 19. Live from the AT&T Center in San Antonio, you're watching 2K Sports. Welcome back, folks. Thank you for tuning in to the NBA on 2K Sports as we get set to get going once again. Hey, during the break, players ends up going with the new group. Spurs trail by 20. We've got George Hill, and it's Hezonja in at the 3, the small forward. And that's who's in the game for the Spurs. outside Hill. Shot off the screen. And no good. Trying to use the glass.
It's a +5 advantage for them in the rebounding category after that board.
Very steady with their work on the interior. Really a well-rounded effort overall.
Ball's knocked loose. And here they come. And that one is hammered home.
Now that was pretty. That was just a nice looking reverse jam right there.
Use the rim, Clark, to protect the ball, I think, too, a little bit.
Yeah, it did a nice job with it.
And guys, how about the awareness there with that finish in traffic?
And stolen by Hayward. The kid passes to Jones. That's no good. Misses his first shot of the night. Now here's Hill, the fast break opportunity.
Flying high and throwing down the hard one-hander.
One of his favorite moves right there, guys.
And really, he does that one as well as anyone. Kev, you're right. That's like his signature move once he goes airborne.
Now let's send it to Doris from the sideline.
Well, Kev, Freak in the last matchup against the Wizards got down to business. He had 52 points, and that scoring outburst set a new season high for him in what was a great exhibition on his part. Truly impressive numbers from him in a stellar performance. What a special night.
And thank you, Doris. It was a performance that has to have their upcoming opponents terrified.
Yeah, I think they'll be a little afraid. I mean, anybody who saw that game has to still be in awe of what he was able to do. Just absolutely dominant.
Boy, I tell you, he was in such a rhythm and on a roll. He could have won that game all by himself.
It's Hill on the wing. Passes it to Norman. Takes a three. And George Hill with the three. Hill's got 5 points in the quarter.
Timely passing leads to assists, and that's been the recipe for success.
Everybody on the same page, completely in sync. Tremendous communication and awareness.
The pass to the kid. And Hill over to help. Here's Reynolds. Drilled from 11 feet out.
And he's been the catalyst all game long. Love how he's distributing the basketball.
No doubt about it, Greg. I mean, when the offense runs through him, it's really smooth.
And the foul called on Freak. That'll be his second foul of the game.
Bulls substitution. Baxter.
Pass to Torres. Hill, no good.
That is some tough defense there against.
Here he comes, and there he goes.
Look at him punish that rack.
Check out the fellas. Check out his teammates over on the bench. So they are going crazy.
And through the first half, a pretty lopsided affair. It's Chicago running away with it. And we'll be back for the second half following the break. Keep it right here on 2K Sports. Welcome back, everyone, to the start of the second half. Big margin on our hands, but we'll see if that gap narrows down in the third and fourth quarters. You look at Freak in this game, he has been everywhere.
And the defense was soft in that first half, and he took advantage every chance he could. And boy, was he throwing it down hard.
Yes, sir. He has had too many uncontested runs to the hoop. But even if a defender's gotten there, it's been posterized time.
Taking. Oh!
And you know what? This guy is just a natural-born scorer.
Spurs shooting at 36% on the night. They've got to step it up offensively. Here's Norman. Rebound by the Bulls. Zeller's got 3 rebounds so far in the game. To the inside. And fouled hard that time. He'll get to the line and shoot 2.
That's his
First trip to the line for him here.
at the line for the Spurs. Cody Zeller. Taking 2 shots.
And that one falls for Zeller. He makes 1 of 2 that time. And Clark, they've been a little too casual with the ball out there.
Yeah, I think so. Too cool. I mean, just not forceful enough, not alert or aggressive enough, and sometimes trying to do too much with the basketball.
Yeah, but you can't force that square peg into the round hole. Oftentimes, you just got to make that first simple pass and get a rhythm from that.
I think that play sort of sums up what we've seen throughout, just simply being outplayed both sides of the ball. Smart basketball defensively turning into quick points.
And that can't continue. I mean, if they hope to get back in this game, I mean, it's really deflating from a morale standpoint. They need stops and points.
Spurs trail by 21. We've gone about 3.5 minutes into the third now. Spurs passing it around. Again, the miss by the Spurs.
And that's playing into the hands of the defense right there.
No way you can sneak that shot by him, Greg. I mean, he was all on top of that one. Well, I tell you what, that's too good a look to pass up there. Even though it didn't go, that's one you got to take.
And guys got careless with the ball there, and the turnover leads to the big stuff.
Once he came up right with the steal, he went straight on the attack.
That's exactly the way to do it too, Kevin. Go hard to the bucket and don't let them set up the defense.
Outside Hill. 6 on the shot clock. The shot from the low post is good. Hill's got 9 points.
You can't afford to get him that kind of a look.
Well, you know, he came off a good screen, but still, as a defender, you've got to do a better job of fighting over and through that.
Kicks to Zeller. To the paint. Here's the kid. Soft touch off the glass. The kid's got 6 points in the quarter.
3 consecutive baskets have come right at the rim. The defense had better start buckling down and tightening up.
Guys, they are getting exposed in terms of their low post defense.
Shoots from 12. Second chance shot. And there's the foul on the shot. He'll go to the line for 2. And the foul goes against Chicago. And some stats here, guys. The scoring breakdown for the Bulls.
Well, it's been an outstanding game for them in the open court. Their fast break points really stand out.
Yeah, and also the way they've been able to generate points off of the turnovers that they forced tonight has also helped.
There's 57 seconds left in the third. So he gets the whistle. Contact on the way up and 2 shots coming up.
Really an extraordinary game for the kid. 37 points, and the steals are starting to pile up for him also.
And Clark, he's really gotten into their heads because of it. I mean, guys are on the lookout for him, always worrying about where he is.
There's the pick. Passes it to Hickman. The shot is off. And it's Chicago the other way. They defeated the Wizards in their last game.
And in that game, guys, I mean, the beneficiary of what was some very lackluster defense being played against them.
Agreed, guys. It was really quite shocking and disappointing how many free runs to the hoop they got.
That one is no good. Chicago leading by 23. Down low. They swipe it. And oh, here we go with Hill. Nobody back. That drops, and it comes off an assist from Dellavedova. And that's now 11 points for Hill.
Guys, he shot a very good percentage today, and they've needed it.
Here's the kid. He's guarded by Hill. Here's the kid. And the Bulls get it back.
And the defense out of position on that possession, which allowed for him to get that offensive board.
Well said. Yes, he did. You're right, Greg. That's a tremendous jam on the putback.
What a great nose for the basketball he has, and such a strong finisher as well.
8 seconds left to play in the third. From deep. No good, trying to beat the buzzer. The 3 quarters of play all in the books, and this one all but over already. Bulls out front, opening up a huge gap. Live from the AT&T Center in San Antonio, you're watching. Welcome back. 4th quarter action starting up in what has been a one-sided show. So it's the Spurs now. Celtics will be coming into town for the next game. They'll find themselves in the middle of this string of 3 straight at home. They've got Wilcox, and it's Hood in at the shooting guard position. And that's who's in the game for the Spurs. Dives for it, and it's going to be out of bounds. The Bulls will take it. The Bulls leading by 21. Here's the kid. The pass to Baxter. Here's the kid off the pick. And that one's good. The Kid's got the 4th quarter started here with a bucket for Chicago.
This guy's putting on a clinic out there. Everything is sound and sharp and crisp. He's really the centerpiece of their offense.
Here's Norman. It's blocked. Now here's Hayward. Here's the kid. Back to Hayward. Pass to the kid. 4 on the clock. Fade away. That's good. The Kid's got 44.
He's been one of their more reliable options today, guys. I mean, his shooting has led them to this lead.
Kept alive. Tries again. And so he draws the foul on the shot. A trip to the line to shoot 2.
No, I tell you what, he earned his money on that foul.
Yeah, if you're going to foul, then make sure that you don't give a chance for the and one.
Shooting for San Antonio, Wilcox. At the line for 2.
And that one falls for Wilcox. So both teams making some changes here. That one misses, so he goes 1 for 2. Here's the kid. He dishes it to Garnett. Here's Hunter. Here's the kid. Misses the 3. The Spurs have gone 0 of 3 to start the 4th quarter. Here's Norman. Once again off the mark by San Antonio.
Unfortunately, that's been the result for him over and over, guys. He just cannot find the bottom of the basket.
Garnett kicks to Hunter, and there's the 3-second call, this one on the defense. And so he hits the technical free throw. And we're about 2 minutes into the 4th quarter now. Here's the kid at the elbow, Jones. Clock is at 3 from deep. And count it. 3-pointer good on the shot from the kid. The Kid's got 47 points.
He has really punished these defenders today. No matter who's been on him, he's been giving them medicine.
Here's Norman. And his offensive struggles continue.
Not really his best quarter as far as scoring. Let's see if he can eventually get back on track.
Just over 2.5 minutes played now here in the final quarter of regulation. Here's House, and he banks in the layup.
Oh, how about the floater there? Nice drop.
The Bulls have gone 3 of 4 in field goal attempts since getting things started here in the 4th. Kicks it out to Garnett. Reynolds passes to the kid. Powell pulls it in.
That's not the type of opportunity he fails to convert very often.
Got a hand on it, and it's out of bounds. The Spurs able to retain possession here. Matthew Dellavedova has checked in for San Antonio.
Matthew Dellavedova.
Dishes to Wilcox. Powell kicks to Dellavedova. His three-pointers off the mark. Chicago has gone 2 of 3 in the fourth quarter from long range. Good shooting so far. A bit under 3.5 minutes have passed here in the fourth. And some nice ball movement here by Chicago. 6 on the shot clock. Here's Jones. They get it back. San Antonio's gotten off to an 0 for 2 start from downtown here in the fourth quarter. Here's Dellavedova. They set the pick. An easy layup after coming off the pick.
The screenplay worked ideally there, and I'm not talking about the screenplay you see in a movie theater. Gave him more than enough room to get that shot off.
Down low. The shot's good from the kid. The kid's got 49 points in the game.
Boy, has he put his foot on the pedal here this quarter. He's doing a terrific job in terms of leading their offense.
And the foul called on Freak. That's his third foul of the game.
Substitution on the court.
1:39 left in the fourth quarter. Passes to Bradshaw. House kicks to Powell. 6 to shoot. The Spurs need to get a shot off here. San Antonio again missing. For Chicago, they've gone 4 of 7 from the field since the beginning of the fourth.
Well, guys, this was never really a contest. Just a total obliteration, if you will. And you can safely say mission accomplished now for Chicago.
But, Steve, you know, you don't see this kind of a blowout often. But tonight, this is a quality win across the board to deliver out, Clark, this kind of punishment.
Well, you know what? I thought they did a nice job of playing against the game. They kept the pressure on and clearly were dominant in every area.
And for the year now, they'll be tallying their 16th win.
And with the win approaching, they'll take the first game here of 2 that they'll play against this team. Nice to get that first one out of the way and set the tone.
It sure is. It's just a 2-gamer since they're in opposite conferences, and you can bet they'll take the same approach right into game 2 that they had tonight.
I mean, when you look at the stats, you'll see just how dominant a game this was for the kid. He affected the game so much with the way he was able to come out and get steals and extra possessions for his team.
Now the pass to Reynolds. Here's the kid. Down low. Lays it in without an inch of room around him. The kid's got 56 points in the game.
I don't want to say they're trying to run up the score here, but they do keep adding to the lead.
Well, I know you don't want to say it, but I will, partner. I mean, they're trying to run the score up here. It's plain and simple. They're trying to throw salt all in that one.
Clearly a foul.
Yeah, he took a shot there. Earned those free throws.
Free throw drops for House.
House. 2 shots.
And so House nails both of them. "12 seconds left in the fourth quarter. Here's the kid. The 3. Can't get it to go. And so Chicago takes this one, and by a big margin. To come into an opponent's building and dominate the way they did tonight says, I think, Greg, an awful lot about this team.
I guess they don't need home cooking to feel at home. I mean, Kevin, just a masterful performance all the way around.
Well, folks, that's going to do it for now. This is Kevin Harlan saying thank you for watching. Now time to send you over to the award-winning Ernie Johnson for the postgame show with Shaquille O'Neal and Kenny the Jet Smith.
The 2K Sports postgame show.
Welcome back, Ernie Johnson along with Shaq and Kenny the Jet. Let's quickly move forward now to the presentation of our Jordan Player of the Game, Freak. It was nothing short of a professional offensive clinic he put on today. He hit shots from every place he took them, and he took a lot of them to score more than 50 points.
I don't know what got into him tonight. Whew. He caught the scoring bug and was just pouring it in the paint. That's the kind of offense he's capable of delivering when he sets his mind to it.
Just an unreal performance for him in so many ways. That was a player at the absolute top of his game. It's hard to imagine someone being any more dominant than he was tonight.
And that'll do it for this edition of the NBA on 2K Sports. Hope you enjoyed the show. From myself, Kenny Smith, Shaquille O'Neal, Kevin Harlan, and the entire 2K Sports crew, have a wonderful evening.